Hi everyone, welcome to iSignal channel. So today, again, it's a part 3 of eNodeB configuration. I'm going to discuss about the logging and some hardware specific configurations in the eNodeB itself. So this is very important to understand. The reason being, whenever you are working on any functionality or you wanted to check any of the specification related uh, the communication between different logs or different layers basically, so those things how we can track, right? So those things that we can see example we have. So here the section will start in this. For example, here pcap. So pcap means packet capture, which means it is supported by wireshark tool. So with the help of these files, enabling and disabling of the logs, so we can utilize these things so that whenever the call L3 call is ran, so the packets will be captured, and those things, all the pcap files will be generated if you enable this, then so that you can see in the wireshark logs. So for example, what I'm trying to do, so I'll just enable this and I have to do true, right? So if I'm making it true, which means capture the pcap, that is what you are actually indicating here. But what are the files to be captured, right? Example here, I'm just deleting, so I'm making it enabled. If you wanted to comment, you can do something like this, q hash, then you can utilize. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'm just deleting this hash so that I can enable pcap, which means it will be taken care. I'll show you all the things in the upcoming L3 call videos, so we will see at that point. And S1 AP enable. So if I'm making it true, then S1 AP capture also will come into the picture, right? So these things, E node bs S1 AP, all these things will come into the picture. So depending on what we wanted to see the logs in the Wireshark, accordingly we have to enable this. So these configurations will help us to do that and capture only those files. So remember one important point, whenever you are enabling all the things, okay, uh, so you may get so much of huge file basically, around some 1 lakh lines, right? 50,000 lines, something like that. So it will be very difficult to manage depending on the CPU and the memory. So the most essential things, whatever are required for the log to analyze, only those things we have to enable. Otherwise, the program will be crash. So please be caution about those things. Okay. So I'm just showing just an example today related to configuration. I'm not going much more in detail related to the L3 call analysis. So here you can see another one which is log. This is very important, layer specific level, right? You can see here logging layers, and another one is logging levels, debug info, warning, error, none. Means depending on the level of info what you are trying to get from the logs, those things you can enable. Here you can see, so all level warning, right? In place of warning, you can keep any info, debug, error, none. So accordingly, it has its own effect. So whenever we are running any L3 call, okay, L3 call or anything, okay, if you wanted to enable some logs, you can keep it here, whatever you want. And another one is logging layers. So these things also, a specific layer also we can capture. All the things better we can capture because all the layers will be communicating, right from the top layer and then sending across the air. So that's the main thing that we can see all these layers, and finally it will be captured in enodb.log file. So if you're uncommenting, then you will get the enodb file. So in the enodb file you will get all the things. So for example, I have captured already one enodb file. So basically you can see all the logs related to RF and also PDCP, RLC, physical layer library, MAC library, specific functionality, RLC specific functionality, RRC, all the logs that we can see. Maybe in the next video I will try to show you related to how a enodb log looks like. Okay, so those are things out there. We will try to see those things. Okay, yeah, so that's what I wanted to cover these things today, and we'll see next another video. I will in the next video we'll try to see about the eNodeB log, how it actually looks like. Yeah. Thank you everyone.